Alright, so I've cracked the code on how you can take your meetings to the next level. And in this video, I'm going to share 5 practical tips on how you can make your meetings matter. And like always, there's a bonus tip at the end. But before we jump into it, a simple question. How many meetings do you attend in a week? 5, 10, 15, 20? And how many of them actually are productive? Truly productive? Just a handful, right? And as professionals, most of our working hours are spent in meetings. All the more important for us to run effective meetings. And as a leader, it's our job to ensure that the meetings are productive as it directly impacts the success of a team. Now let's talk about what are the distractions for meetings today. So there can be lack of direction, disengaged participants, parallel talks, or a very loosely knit agenda, or poor time management. Okay, so let's jump into the tips. Here's the first one. Set clear objective. So what is it that you want to achieve out of the meeting? What are the goals? What do you want to accomplish by the end of the meeting? So a very simple way is to share the agenda at least 24 hours before the meeting and include these 3 things. What are the topics to be covered? What is the time allotted to each topic, and who's going to cover the topics? It is a good idea to also check with the participants if there are any additional agenda items that they want to include in that particular meeting. The second one involves the right people. And there are so many meetings that we attend where you don't even participate, you don't contribute, it doesn't impact your work. It's just a sheer waste of your time. Have you realized that? Have you been there? So as an organizer, as a leader, ensure that you have the right people in the meeting. The folks who would bring something to the table, who would add value to the agenda. And the third one, manage time effectively. It is so important to start a meeting on time. As a leader, we should respect everyone's time. So never be late for a meeting. In fact, I would suggest you be there 5 to 10 minutes before the meeting starts, so that you can check that the projector is working and everything is fine. Also, if you start the meeting on time, you will be on schedule and you can end the meeting on time. And as an organizer, keep a check on the time. If someone is digressing, just say that, looking at the time, let's get back on the next point. The fourth one is encourage participation. To make any meeting successful, it's super important to have active participation in the meeting. So listening to everyone's point of view, giving everyone an opportunity to speak, having a collaborative environment where people can speak their mind out, a safe environment. You also need to ensure that the folks who have joined virtually get an opportunity to speak. You can just say, hey, what do you think about this? Or how do you feel about this? Or what is your point of view? Actively listening and giving an opportunity to everyone to contribute will make the meeting successful. And the last one is the conclusion. I always say a good meeting is a meeting which has a clear agenda and has minutes of the meeting. So appoint someone to make a note of all the minutes, of all the points that are discussed in the meeting. Nowadays, there are so many AI tools which can do that for you. What is important to understand? What are the pending action items? Who's responsible for it? And what are the timelines by which they would complete it? You can wrap up the meeting with a call to action on what are the activities, what are the items, and by when will it be closed. This can be an agenda item for your next meeting. And here is a bonus tip. I strongly recommend you try it. Request all your participants to not carry their laptops to the meeting unless they are presenting something, and have them put their phones on silent mode in their pockets or the bags, not on the table facing down, and see the difference. See the difference in the focus. I hope these tips help you take your meetings to the next level, make them productive, and make them matter. Do let me know how it goes. And if you found this video helpful, do subscribe to my channel for more leadership tips. I post videos every Saturday.